My brown sugar pie recipe is easy and delicious. This is my version of the southern pie, but there is also a very similar dessert in Canada.
especially in Quebec.
Even within the southern United States, there are different versions of brown sugar pie. Some have evaporated milk, some don't have eggs, but I think this version, based on chess pie, is going to be great. Here, in this bowl, I have 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I use 2 tablespoons in the crust, but if you want to use a whole stick of butter, I think you can. Of course, I need brown sugar. Here I have 1.5 cups, or as I measure it, 360 grams of light brown sugar. I know you're probably saying, Chef Parnell, that is quite a lot of sugar, and it is, but just like with chess pie, which is a southern pie, it's mostly just sugar, butter, and eggs. There isn't anything to bulk this up. We aren't adding any fruit, there's no pumpkin puree, so we need a lot of sugar or else the pie is going to be very, very thin. You could cut down to 1.25 cups, maybe even 1 cup of sugar, but any less than that, and I don't think it would be a good pie. However, to balance out the sugar, I am going to add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Just like with my chess pie recipes, I'm going to add an acidic liquid to help balance out the sweetness. Usually I add white distilled vinegar or maybe lemon juice in a lemon chess pie, but this time I am going to use apple cider vinegar because apple pie very often has brown sugar, so in my opinion it just makes sense. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. If you are adding lemon juice, you could maybe do 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. That would be nice. Or 1 teaspoon of lemon extract. I'm also going to add a pinch of salt. And over here, I have 3 eggs. The first step is to melt the butter in the microwave. So after I've done that, I will bring you back. My butter is melted. I'm preheating my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're progressing very nicely. Like I said, my brown sugar pie recipe is really easy. There's just one thing you have to take into consideration. This melted butter is hot, and if you drop these eggs into that melted butter, you might cook them, so we have to lower the temperature of this butter. I am going to add the sugar first, and then the vinegar, the vanilla, and the salt. Mix that in, and then I'm going to add the eggs. That way, some of the cool ingredients will bring down the temperature of the melted butter, and we won't accidentally make very buttery scrambled eggs. Should be good. So now the eggs go in.
As I said at the beginning of the video, recipes for southern brown sugar pie differ. One version I saw calls for brown sugar, evaporated milk, flour, and butter, but no eggs. In those recipes, the ingredients for the filling are combined in a pot on the stove and they're mixed together over low heat. Once the filling is brought to a simmer, it is then poured into an unbaked pie shell and baked. Even though the pie doesn't have any eggs, it still holds its shape when cut. There are multiple recipes like that here on YouTube, so I'm going to have to give it a try at some point.
I'm going to pour the filling from my brown sugar pie into my 9-inch pie crust. This pie crust is unbaked, so if you're using store-bought, literally just take it out of the package. No need to pre-bake it. And also, like I said earlier, there is a very similar recipe from Canada. If you want to see that recipe, go check out my friend Jerry Ellen from Cooking with Neighbors. She's here on YouTube. She has a lot of great recipes, and she is Canadian. She's very, very nice. A lot of awesome recipes. I'll try to remember to include the link to her recipe in the description box. So once everything is into the pie shell, bake it uncovered at 350 for 45 minutes. I just pulled my brown sugar pie out of the oven. It was in at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, uncovered for 45 minutes. 4-5.
In terms of appearance, I was really pleased with how this turned out. The crust was perfectly golden brown and the filling was exactly the color you would expect from a brown sugar pie. And when I took the first bite, I knew that it tasted just as good as it looked. This southern brown sugar pie recipe was absolutely delicious. The flavor was exactly what you would expect, brown sugar with butter. I also really liked the texture. The inside was soft and gooey and the top was crunchy. Even though I didn't add any cornmeal or flour like I would in a chess pie, this brown sugar pie formed a nice crunchy crust on top all on its own. So along with the crispy crust, this pie had a nice combination of textures. I also wanted to point out that even though I did add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, I couldn't taste the vinegar at all. So if you've never made a sugar pie or a chess pie before and you're a bit hesitant to add the vinegar, I promise you, you won't be able to taste it. All it's there for is to tone down the sweetness a bit. This pie tastes great and is super easy to make, so it would be perfect for the holidays, especially if you're a beginner cook. However, one thing I did want to point out is that this pie is definitely sweet. If you watch my channel, you know that I have a sweet tooth and that I absolutely love desserts. However, I don't like them to be too sweet. I knew that this pie was going to be sweet because it is a sugar pie after all, but some people might not be ready for something quite this sweet. I'm not sure if the sweetness is really a fair criticism because, like I said, this is a sugar pie, and since it's so sweet and rich, a small piece goes a long way. However, if you're serving this to people who don't like extremely sweet things, they probably won't like this at all, so that's something to keep in mind. I'm not sure how you could cut down on the sweetness without changing the texture, but I'd be really interested in seeing how this brown sugar pie would turn out with dark brown sugar. For those of you who don't know, brown sugar is simply white sugar with added molasses. Light brown sugar having less molasses added to it than dark brown sugar. Molasses has a very strong flavor, so that's why dark brown sugar has more of a molasses taste than light brown sugar does. So my gut tells me that using dark brown sugar might make this slightly less sweet, or if not less sweet, just more flavorful overall. Another thing you could do is turn this into a brown sugar lemon chess pie. Replace the vinegar with lemon juice and add a tablespoon of lemon zest, like I did in my lemon chess pie. My critiques and criticisms aside, this southern brown sugar pie recipe was definitely a success. It's delicious, it's easy, and only has a few ingredients. And honestly, I think everyone is going to expect a pie with the word sugar in the name to be sweet. So if you're looking for a new pie recipe this Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, or just because, this is perfect because it's different enough to be different, but still old-fashioned. It was great on its own, but I think it would also be good with some whipped cream, meringue, or maybe even a little bit of ice cream. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.